waltz about with pride of the town. I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange and me mother, she was green. My father... You made a little orange boy, my father's shining star. Was christened David Anthony, but still in spite of that, my father called me William, while me mother called me Pat. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and me mother, she was green. Now, we just wait for the first person before we start. Come on, chat. Say something cool. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and me mother, she was green. Just get the flour and sugar out. And the other things we need. I hope that Sun Chips fella comes back. He was really fucking cool. And not just because my intro to him was him donating a shit ton. Genuinely very nice person. Showed up on the Discord exclusive stream last night. We just tried out game demos and actually really insightful shit. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna need salt, no, butter. Yes, we got butter. It may just be a quiet one today. Oh well. Actually, in case it's the Streamlabs app, I can pull up the stream on here and double check. Yeah, no, this dumb fuck is making crepes. Hey, Toast. Good to see you, bud. How are you? Right now, I think you're the only one here. Such is life. Magnum, come in. Yeah. My dog has realized that if he hops up on the bed with me and, pins my arms, then I can't stop him from getting, falling asleep. So he just falls asleep on me, and then I'm stuck there for the next 12 fucking hours. I mean, realistically, I could just wake him up, but that's a dick move. We don't do that. He's a good boy. Excuse me. I can't remember how much this recipe actually makes. Which is a sign I haven't made enough crepes lately. Ew. Ugh, I don't think the dishwasher got this one. Ugh. I'm gonna quick and wash that. Just gotta get the water to heat up. Perks of living in the country with an old boiler. You have to waste a lot of fucking water just to get it warm. On the upside, it's well water. There we go. That's nice and hot. Now we just get nice washcloth. Now we burn the fuck out of our hand because I'm not a clever person. Jesus Christ. And then we do some scrubbing. With dish soap, of course. Okay, it's really hard to do that on camera. I'm gonna do it properly over the sink. Realistically, washing your own dishes by hand is not much work. And it doesn't even take much time. However, it is a little annoying. So I can understand why someone would pay several grand on a dishwasher. And if you're thinking, what the fuck, my dishwasher is not over $1,000, you gotta remember I'm Canadian. Our money's worth less and our expenses are more sometimes. Made crepes more than me, so I'm trusting the process. I'm alright with making them. In my place, I am the dishwasher. Good. mean, I can't really talk much for saving the environment with the industry I work in, unfortunately. To anyone who's about to freak out about that, please remember that we do have to make a living and we are limited based on entry levels, education, the people we know, and the location we're in. And anyone who can't understand that, I don't really fully care what they think. Anyways. So, these are from a family cookbook. I can't show you the title of it because it'll really show some personal stuff, but yeah. This is a shit ton of excellent recipes from a bunch of, for lack of a better term, dirt poor Canadians who also really gave a shit about cooking things right. So, a lot of the recipes, they contain shortcuts of sorts, but it's all good. It's all relatively healthy. You'll see what I mean when I alter the amount of sugar in this. And, yeah. It's all made with love. Alright. So, starting off with crepes. You got your flour, your sugar, your salt, and you got your eggs and your milk. Also melted butter, also vanilla, but they didn't have vanilla in this. That's something that's added after budget permitted. I might be poorly representing it, and they might just not have liked that, but having known my family, no. Back then, it was definitely budget. Alright, so, always start off with your dries. Your flour, your sugar, and your salt. With these, is this... Okay, when that says Janice, is that the Janice I know? Oh. If that is, I will have to have a very nice conversation with her the next time I see her. Yeah, we need a cup of flour, a dash of salt, and supposedly 4 tablespoons of sugar. We'll see. So, starting off, cup of flour is my 1 cup measuring cup actually clean? No. Well, where I come from, there's a little thing we like to call, fuck it, I've got a big thing of flour and a half cup. So, here is the first half. Here is the second half, and they are slightly heaping. In fact, I am going to add a little extra. Alright, and what's the thing we say about cooking? Clean as you go. Now, because I'm on stream, I won't be washing the dishes as I go. Because, you know, I kind of gotta do this for content a little. But, realistically, if you have someone helping you, then pretty much when you're about 2/3 through the process, they start washing everything. Or they start off initially, they get the hot water there, and they just go immediately. But, you know, I'm basing it off of my family. Give the kids enough time to play. A dash of salt. Now, contrary to popular belief, there is a scientific measurement for what a dash of salt is. And it is probably that. I don't fucking know. Teamwork, goddamn right. You're a family unit. And this is back when the nuclear family was commonplace. And the only quote-unquote right way to do things. Okay, we got a very faded 1 tablespoon. That's totally clean. Whatever, it's just got flour on it. Now, cool thing about flour is that they don't treat it typically. So there can technically be E. coli in flour. However, if you're really concerned about that, then what you do is you get you get a decent amount of it in a pan. You put the pan in the oven at whatever the fucking minimum is. You leave it there for half an hour. You take it out. Congrats. You could eat flour. You shouldn't, but you could. Okay. So now, recipe calls for 4. We're going to do a little something I like to call 6. Also, these measurements, I don't have confirmed proof, but I do believe that they just took a literal tablespoon, like a fucking large spoon, and just did like a here we go tablespoon. And then just, there we go. In fact, let's test that. So 1 of our tablespoons is a heaping. Now I think that's 4. I can't remember. So we're going to add in 1 more. When I was younger, I'd do 6. I cannot do 6 these days. Perks of getting old. I'm not actually that old, but I do feel like it some days. And I have no doubt that when I'm actually old, I'll look back on shit like this and say, oh, buddy, you thought you felt old. And to that I say, fuck you, bud. So, now that we have all our solids, we just mix them together. What the fuck? That's got to be a fake account. I just got a notification that a local politician is now following me on Instagram. Worst part is I can't remember if it's one that aligns with my values. I mean, I know for a fact it's not. Very few of them do, but whatever. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about cooking. So now we've got our things mixed. When it comes to the dry stuff here, there's no chemical reaction. There's no fucking nothing, so you can't really overmix it. If you were doing a cake, you would make a well in the center of it, like a divot. And then you put your eggs and then the rest of it in. We're not making a cake. We're making crepes. So, I still do it. Next thing. 2 eggs. Beaten. Also, we're going to need 1.5 cups of milk, which we will get to, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. For the tablespoons, we're going to just take this spoon, we're going to get 2 of them, and we're going to microwave them. Look at that, a nice tablespoon. Now, I'm not too concerned about this because when I was younger, I assumed that the melted butter part was just for greasing the pan. But no, that's what the regular butter below is for. I almost dropped that on the floor. And butter is incredibly expensive. That's why they couldn't afford vanilla. Ugh. Ugh. I hate the fucking texture of butter. Oh, it's like fucking Brigadeiros all over again. But I won't scream. I won't. Oh, thank you, hot water. That's what they called me back in high school. Hot water. My rapper name was Thick Boy Slim. Right. So don't actually microwave your butter for very long, or it will boil and become icky. I just threw it in, and then I was partway through the 30 seconds and then realized, oh fuck, we don't need 30 seconds. We need 15. So now we've got melted butter. It's less than the recipe asked for, but realistically, who cares? Now we get some eggs. I can't show you the packaging on the eggs because it straight up says what town I live in. We could use peacock eggs, but the peacocks are kind of broody right now, and I've cracked open a peacock egg to find more than I bargained for before, and that's not good. Measure with our heart. Goddamn right. So, we will also need the milk, which a cup of milk is 250 milliliters. This can of milk is about 350. Now, what we do is we're just going to fucking throw this in, this entire can, and then we're going to fill this can about 1/3 the way up with water, and then we're going to add it as we feel it's needed. Hi, Flash. But before all that, we've got the eggs. Typically, I have another bowl that I crack the egg into before putting it in, purely because, you know, you can find blood in an egg or in, you know, a half-formed chick in an egg if you've got potentially fertilized eggs and haven't really looked at them. I'm good at eating cereal. Bro, you can make crêpes. It's pretty easy. I'll show you how. Sorry, have to wash my hands after. I hate the fucking feeling of egg. Where the fuck's it? There's a can opener. Thank fuck. I hate opening them with a knife or a hammer. So, we get that. And we pour. Now, I'm going to fill this partway up with warm water. Not hot, not really cold, but warm. We'll add a little bit. And now we're going to get a whisk. This is the right size of whisk for this sort of bowl. We're going to focus fire on the eggs, give them 2 good smacks, and then we're going to move this to a safer location. And then we're just going to fucking go for a bite. Now, reverse grip like you're an edgy anime protagonist incorrectly holding a sword. You give it... Okay, so this is a 0 degree. We want like a 15 degree. You want to grip the cup or bowl, and you want to just go for it. Go in almost a circle motion, but you're mostly going up and down. Your hand might naturally make that motion. That's good. We want that. And then every once in a while you give it a scoop around the edge because things get stuck, and you just keep going. Every once in a while, you know, if you feel it's clogging up, you can give it some taps up here. Oh, whoops. And what we're looking for with crepes is a fairly liquidy consistency. Now that we've got a little bit of it, we're going to add the butter. However, this is melted butter. We do not want it to cook the eggs early. Now, realistically, I've let this sit for a bit. It won't, but we do want to make sure that we are introducing constant movement to it and making sure that it cools evenly. I should have picked a bigger cup for this because I am paranoid. We want a largely liquid consistency for crepes. The one that I typically go for is not actually, like, I typically say this is good. This is actually, you guys really don't have a good frame of reference for this because I can't show you it from another angle. We're going to add a little more water. You want it about, I'd say, half the consistency of the pancake batter that you'd typically make. Actually, no, most people make pancake batter like a fucking sludge. There, that's perfect. It's fairly liquidy. It's like a really heavy cream. And, almost forgot, vanilla. Put a cap full of vanilla in. If you have the legit stuff, then do a little less, because the flavor can get a little overwhelming if you're not careful. Now, you can overmix things. I'm not too concerned, because I'm only cooking for me right now. But we can still see little bits and bobs of flour. It's not a perfect mix, but I'm not a perfect man, so go fuck yourself. Lovely. All right. We clean up after ourselves. Again, we should hand wash as we go, but I'm on a live stream, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to put away the other ingredients. Always, always, always clean as you go. Yeah. So now, beat until smooth, they say. That's extremely vague, but yes, beat until it's smooth. So right now, we're sitting at about, I'd say 900 milliliters, which is about, I'd say 29 ounces. And we'll see how many crepes this makes. Now, I normally cook on this one, but because of camera setup, I'm going to cook on this one. So we get it on, let's say, medium heat. I haven't done this in a while, so I can't remember offhand. We're going to, no, Wojtek, stay out of it. No, stay out. No, stay out of the fucking cupboard. Okay. The fact that this lens is a little fisheye makes this pan look weird, but it's a decently deep one. You do not need or want a deep one, but it's what I got. And now, if you have any cooking spray, you throw it on. I do not. What I do have, though, is nice and expensive butter. Why do I have to fucking touch it with my hands? Now, realistically, that's way too much fucking butter. And I agree. So the first crepe is going to be salty as fuck. Now what we do is we can either do this and get it all the way around and nice and shoobity bop whoppity dude. Or we could just grab a flipper slash spatula slash whatever the fuck you call them. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn it on medium-low heat according to this thingy. And this is a non-stick pan. Please don't use metal shit on your non-stick Teflon. That's not good for you. It's not good for it. Wojtek, what the fuck are you doing, you dumb motherfucker? No, leave the pills alone, you piece of shit. Get off. I love my son. There we go. Okay, so we don't want the butter to burn, so I shouldn't have left it alone there. Anyways, we're going to... Someone who's good at cooking would be able to pour out the proper amount. I'm not. So, I'm going to grab a fucking spoon. And we'll just do that. This is not enough. I should have grabbed a bigger spoon. Whatever. So, like I said, this first crepe is going to be a write-off. What we're going to do is have it soak up as much of that excess butter as possible. I can get rid of this water cup. I would drink out of it for comedic effect, but I think I'd throw up. Now, crepes will cook extremely quickly. I don't know how well you can see it, but the edges of this are looking semi-translucent now. That's good. That means we have good thickness. Oh god. Yeah, that's way too much fucking butter. We're gonna get that butter to go all over it. Wow, look at how easily that slides. That's not supposed to happen. So, ooh. What if I turn the light on low? Oh. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it was flickering a lot. You can see where the butter went on top of it. Realistically, right now, you could flip it, and that'd be great. We're not gonna. Not for the first one. I should get a plate to put our finished product on. We will put the sacred recipe book away. I'm one of the few owners of a physical or of a digital copy because I digitized it myself. I'm very proud of it. I gave it to my father for his birthday, and my father and I exchanged a glance, which I'm going to choose to interpret as a sort of love. By the way, it's Father's Day. If you're on good terms with your dad, tell him he's a cool dude. And if you're not, pretend that he's a cool... I'm fucking with you. I don't care. If your dad's not a cool dude, then today, this is going to sound weird, but I'll be your dad. I'm banging your mom anyway, so it makes sense. So I turned the heat on to medium-low. We're actually going to put it back up to medium because this is not cooking nearly as fast as I wanted it to, and I'm impatient. You should not do that, probably. Sounding kind of crêpey. God damn it, Emred. It's good to see you, bud. So yeah, this crepe is fully done. In fact, I think it's fully saturated with butter. This one, again, first one's a write-off right now. We are going to try it in a moment, and it's going to be fucking wonderful, but it's not going to be a good representation of the other ones. Now, realistically, if you want the perfect crepe, then what you do is, as you're pouring it, you kind of move the pan around so it spreads it a bit more. But you don't really have to do that if you have the proper consistency. So realistically, we're fucking fine. 99% butter, 1% skill. That is restaurant cooking in a nutshell. If you want a steak that tastes like it's from a restaurant, first off, why the fuck? Restaurant steak tastes awful usually. Unless you're, like, paying up the ass for it. But just fucking put butter on it. Okay? So, now we used up too much of the butter. Now, a good chef can do this with their hands. You'll never guess what I'm about to say about my cooking skills. I'm the best on the fucking planet. We're going to take a bite of our butter crepe. Holy fuck, that's wonderful. You would never serve this to anyone you love. Yeah. No, this is like... So fucking good. Okay, this crepe is done. And you see how it doesn't have much of any texturing to it? Like, you can see a bit of that. That means it's done and it's on its way to becoming overdone. I personally prefer mine overdone. But such is life. Just less toxic. Reminds me of the Avatar dessert, the soupy one. Can I make a confession? I never watched The Last Airbender. Sorry, I watched the M. Night Shyamalan version. And I'm sorry. You know, the one where the Earth Nation was supposed to be on a boat, and that was the whole reason they couldn't use their powers, but then they didn't want to pay for a boat, so they just fucking threw them in a village, and instead of being unable to use their powers, they were just really sad. Okay, that one I ripped. That's called a failure. We're gonna have this. Hi, Meg. This is good crepes. I could eat that forever. I'm trying not to make any weird jokes. Now, normally you're supposed to put stuff on crepes, but the cool thing about these ones is that they're so fucking good, you don't need to. But you should do yourself a favor and do it. Force yourself to put good things on your crepes. By the way, the crepes should be flipped right now. I'm just looking to see if I have any good maple syrup right now. I don't. That's unfortunate. Oh, I fucked that one. Oh well. Pull out our newly renamed Pearl Milling, which is used to be Aunt Jemima, but you know, having the insensitive mascot issues. This one's fully done, but I've kind of put everything in an awkward position, so I can't actually access it from over here. No, I fucking threw it on the... Ah, look at that. So good. I should put that whisk away. I'm going to. Give me a moment. It's the mill now. Going to a con at 1, dawn of the final day. Fuck yeah. Just put a smidgen of it. And then you fucking smear it, roll it, and you do a half-ass fold. Mmm. 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 That looks like a pancake. That's a bad crepe. That's what happens when you don't spread them around. I'm going to give this little piece to make them. I hope you guys could hear them. There we are. I don't want to make pancakes now. Make crepes. Make them better than that, but... For my birthday one year, I asked for a crepe cake. So you make a shit ton of big crepes, and then you layer each one with buttercream, and you just go on top of each other until it's like 6 inches high. Fuck, I made this one too thick as well. I'm going to turn down the heat very slightly. These are bad crepes. Don't make them like that. To walk you through the recipe, 1 cup of flour, 4 to 6, depending on your age, tablespoons of sugar, a dash of salt. Stir those together. Then get 2 eggs, a cup and a half of milk. Mix those together with the solids. Then, while still stirring, add in 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Keep stirring. Make it watery but smooth enough. With a cup and a half of milk, you can put in 1 can of canned milk, 350 milliliters. Then fill it a third of the way up with water and make it... Trust your instincts with how thick it should be. Ugh, that has like a solid crust. That's bad. That's a bad crepe. Here, Magnum, just eat that. Make sure you butter, oil, or otherwise grease your pan. And make sure you fucking don't make them real thick, or they will turn out badly. Fuck! Make sure your heat is down low. If they go down low, they don't spread out nice. You also do have to manually spread them out. See how thick this crepe is? This is a bad crepe. You want it about this thick. Now, does it still taste amazing? Fuck yes. Is it correct though? No. Manually spread them. Hey, baby, you want to come over to my place and manually spread them? This one, it's not solid, so this is still kind of acceptable, but it's still way too thick. That fluff to it. Now, if you're the sort of person who's a vegan, go away. No, but I'm not familiar with the chemical substitutions for eggs and milk and butter. Look at that. That's almost a decent crepe. It's not. I did fuck it up. But it's almost good. Now, when I was younger, my parents told me girls want a man who can cook. Which is all fine and dandy. I think any partner wants a man who can cook. Or a person who can cook. But you also need to be forklift certified if you want to smash. That's a little known technique. No one's going to bang you if you're not forklift certified. And if they do, it's out of pity. Fuck. That one will be messy. Okay, so low heat for actually cooking them is what you want. Doing it too high makes that solid crust to it that you don't want. Or you might, but again, traditionally speaking, you don't want it. See how uneven that is? That's, it's not preferable. You want it somewhat, but now it's really fucking hard to flip. God damn it! I'm the best chef on earth, in case you haven't been able to figure that out. But sometimes I pretend to make mistakes. For the good of my audience. Helps them understand that we're all human. And we all have flaws. Unless we're a shark guy, in which case we're not human. So we aren't inherently flawed. Wait, that's racist. Never mind. Don't be racist. Just cook. I wish the Haskaps were in season. I appreciate you guys when I said, hey, I'll be your dad today. I am incredibly grateful that none of you started calling me daddy out of nowhere. Don't be racist, just cook. I should put that on a t-shirt. No! I made this fucking badly. Fuck it, we're gonna do the chef way. That's what you're supposed to do, except without creasing it like that. If you crease it like that, you're a dumb fuck, and you need to be excommunicated from the cooking community. But you know. Sure thing, daddy-o. Did you know croissants aren't actually French? Really? What are they, Glenn? Oh, please don't tell me it's another fucking American thing. Or Belgian, like French fries. Or it's like Greek yogurt, which isn't Greek. They're Austrian? God damn it. That does make sense. If they're Austrian, they were probably called something like Croissanthagen. Excuse me. Hans, get the Croissanthagen. Oh, that is bad. Look at that unmixed bit of flour there. We're gonna fix that as best we can. There we are. Good as new. And since it's actually new, that sentence works. Oh, my father often told me when I was just a lad, a sailor's life was very hard, the food is always bad. But now I've joined the Navy, I'm aboard a man of war. Now I found a sailor, ain't a sailor anymore. Don't hold on the rope, don't climb up the mast. And if you see a sailing ship, it might be your last. Just fuck! Just get your civvies ready for another on ashore. A sailor ain't a sailor, ain't a sailor anymore. I'm out of tune. I haven't done my vocal exercises. Pro tip, do not do that. That was bad. But we did get a nice and big spread. Okay, don't deep throat crepes. It's not good for you. You said you excommunicado. Can't believe you're Chef John Wick. Yeah. Except I am French, so I am Chef Jean Vic. Oui. I am not actually French. I am lying to you. I shall feed my dog. Instead of killing people, I cook people. I cook for people, sorry. Your language is very guttural. That may sound like a fairly... Ah! No! Ah, no! No! Why? Why? No, god damn it! Why? Fuck! Everything is ruined! Oh my... Ah! No! Fuck! I'm actually mad now. I thought I had that so well, and then I didn't. Man, don't get me fucking started on VeggieTales. This is bad. Magnum, you're gonna get a crepe. This is Magnum's crepe. Hey, buddy, you want a crepe? Did you just try to grab it and then burp at the same time? Here, Magnum. Have a crepe. Here, Magnum. Have a crepe. The other one we'll save for Matrix. Cornette. Il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, tes brillants exploits. For any of the uninitiated, that was part of the Canadian national anthem. You could just eat the bad crepe yourself. Well, no, it wasn't cooked in the middle, and I didn't want to wait for it. Also, I'm eating all the other crepes myself. I shouldn't be greedy. Magnum has stood by me this entire time. Granted, he's stood by me because he's trying to mooch food off of me, but still. Ugh. Me when you're mom. Ugh. Excusez-moi, monsieur. It seems your crepe is very, very, very thin. Typically, this would be a sign of pure expertise, but, Ow! Our department has decided that it is not. You are actually very bad at making the crepe. Fuck, that actually burned the fuck out of my hands. It wasn't bad at first, and then it, I don't know, just ramped the fuck up. Dogs are having a field day. We making crepes? Yeah, I was making them well, but then the pressure started getting to me. So now we're making crêpes. Exhibit A. We're going to do this one in a random fucking shape. And it's going to be the best goddamn crepe any of you have ever fucking seen. Because I am the crepe master. And I will fuck your wife. I will... Sorry, I will sponsor your event. There. Now it's brand friendly. We just need to get rid of the previous part. Swag, delete this live stream. What did I stumble upon? Well, I was making crepes, but I fucked up a couple times, and now make them eat. I'm onto it, boss. Let me hack into the mind frame. I'm in. Oh, fuck! Ew! I touched that little bit of batter that fell on there. It's always gamer subs. They straight up sponsor lube tubers. Yeah, but they understand that sex sells. What the fuck? The fisheye lens makes my thumb. Like, you can tell my thumb's fine. But when I bring it over here, it looks fucking demented. Baby fingers. You know what? No. This is going to be fingers only. Okay, I just burned the fuck out of my fingertips. Okay, fuck it. Fuck it, we're cranking the heat. Burn! Fucking burn! See if I care. I do, but see if I care. In case you're wondering how hot it is, this is good for the Teflon pan. It's good for you. Inhale the microplastics. Oh, if you listen close, you can hear it sizzling. Burn, baby, burn, something other thingies. Reading the national anthem in Canada, it's so simple. Yeah. The first clause of the first sentence of the Brazilian national anthem is so complicated, most people don't know what it means. Jesus. Like, can you put us closer? No, in case it bursts into flames. It won't, but you know. Now, right now, I could flip it, but I'm not gonna. We see air pockets forming. We're just gonna leave that. We're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna see what happened. You can see the little red light. Cooking is about experimentation. Wilku, could you redeem something? I want to see how loud it is. Cooking was about making food. No! Cooking is about attracting people.
Nice one, my furry friend.
Alright, so if you guys notice that it's starting to burn like it is right now, redeem something, and I'll come walking over. I will not check on this until you guys redeem. No, Swag, you can't do it yet. I have to walk away first. I'm walking away now. Only redeem when the time is right. You guys should probably redeem something. It's smelling pretty burnt. It's starting to smoke. Guys?
Get the...
Oh, okay. Oh, that smells fucking putrid. That was bad. Okay, we're gonna turn that heat off. We're gonna assume that it's cauterized this size. That side. Now we pour cold water right into a pan. Pro tip, if you do that while the pan's on fire, you don't have to pay for home insurance anymore. Until you get a replacement home. Well, it's nice and thin.